Hello everyone, welcome to Pilates with Yvonne. I am Yvonne, and today we'll just do a different Pilates flow using a ball, using a Pilates ball. So if you have one at home, you ever wondered, okay, I have a ball, but what can I do with it? That's the video for you, because today we're going to just have a full Pilates sequence and full Pilates flow with only the Pilates ball. So as always, if you didn't already, make sure you just like this video. Maybe just let me know as well in the comment what would you like to see next week. And whenever you're ready, we're gonna just get started from a just comfortable seated position. So we're gonna rest the ball on one side to begin with. Start to just lengthen through the crown of your head, resting the hands on top of your knees. We're just taking in high through the nostrils, just noticing how we feel. We take a deep breath out through the mouth, relaxing any tension. And again, big breath in. Long breath out through pursed lips. Give me one more, breathing in. And a deep breath out. Start to release the chin to the chest. Maybe start to look down towards your feet, open up the eyes, and start to look towards the ceiling, breathing in. Breathing out, know the chin to the chest, stretching the back of the neck. Inhale, look up again, shine the chest, and open up through the collarbones. Breathing out, know the chin to the chest again. Give me two more. Simple movements today to begin with. We're just starting to mobilize through the neck and paying attention to the spine. How is the back? How are we feeling right now? Are we rounding? Are we tucking the tailbone under? Are we maybe lifting the shoulders up? What's the alignment of the body while you just move the head up and down? Can you take an inhale to move the arms to the ceiling? Take an inhale to interlace the hands. Breathing out, side stretch to the right side. Inhale, center. Try to make sure your rib cage are moving down to the hips. So we don't have a super big extension through the back, so much that the chest is popping out. We'll try to keep the last ribs down towards the hips while the arms are just moving side to side to create more space into the side of the rib cage, into the side of the torso. Always relaxing through the neck and relaxing the shoulders. Very good. And breathing in, come back to center, everyone. Lift the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. And round the spine. Give me a C curve, tucking the tailbone under. Lengthening the arms up, we go again. Shoulders up, send the energy to the ceiling. Shoulders down, drop. Round the spine, look down. Inhale, lift, and give me last one. Inhale. Exhale, drop. Round the spine, down and forward, and lengthen the arms up. Open the arms. Give me a little bit of an opening to the chest, and from here, just move the feet on one side, pass the hands through, and let's just go to hands and knees. I'm just going to turn around so you can see my back. Let's involve the ball from here. Squeeze the ball in between the thighs. Start to press the hands underneath the shoulders and start to take an inhale to arch. Let's go into a few cat and cow stretches. Exhale, round the spine, look towards the ball. Squeeze the thighs in the ball. Inhale, arch, and look forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, let the belly drop. Breathing out, round the spine a little bit more. Inhale, arch. And make sure your elbows are always softening, so we don't want to lock the elbow joints. You want to spread through your hands, really resist the ground. And from here, we start to just round the back, breathing out, and we tuck the toes. So feeling the toes on the mat, can you lift your knees and squeeze the ball with the thighs? Can you hold it here, taking it high? Exhale, lower the knees with control. Give me an arch and look forward. So we just basically add on. Breathe out. Round the spine, moving from the tailbone into the back, into the crown of the head. Squeeze the ball, lift the knees and knees. Really push down through the hands, the toes. Feel the lower ab. Move the knees down. Inhale, arch, and we go for 3. Exhaling, we round, we lift, squeeze the ball a bit more, and then lower with control. Inhale, let go. 2 more. And you're more than welcome to start to just move with your own pace, moving with your own breath, moving with your own body, and do what feels right to you. Give me last one. Breathing out, round the spine, squeeze the knees. Can you lift the knees up? And this time, can you squeeze the knees in the ball? So we squeeze, exhaling. And we keep looking to the belly button and rounding the spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the knees, inhale, arch, let go the belly down. Exhale, flat back. So scoop the belly, everything is straight. Press the hands, lift the knees last time, squeeze the ball, and we pass the hips up an inch, down an inch, up, inhale, down. Squeeze the ball constantly. Give me 6 more. 5, really feeling those legs warming up. Squeezing 3, up and down 2, up and down 1. Hold the knees off the ground. Hold them in high. Exhale, squeeze a little bit more in the ball. Breathe in, 1 more. Breathe out, squeeze a little bit more last time. Inhale, beautiful job. Exhale, release the knees with control. Arch your spine, look forward, and untuck your feet. Beautiful job. Let's remove the ball from the legs. Let's just move to kneeling from here and just move the ball in between the forearms. So I'm going to ask you to just press here the ball with the forearms, palms of the hands facing your face, elbows in the same line of the shoulders. So think about your shoulders nice and down, and the elbows are not sinking to the chest. They are resting on an imaginary table. Can you start to squeeze your glutes? So I don't want you to arch into your lower back. Your shoulders are tucked on top of the hips. Simply, we start to squeeze the ball and we lift the fingertips up so that the elbows are coming a little bit higher. And then we lower the elbows in the same line of your shoulders. So exhale, we lift the ball, squeeze the forearms, inhale, lower. Exhale on the lift. Inhale while we lower. And I really want you to squeeze the glutes and really send the ribcage down. So careful that we don't start to, I'm exaggerating now, but I don't want you to send your belly forward and arch your lower back. I want you to do the opposite. Your belly is scooping into the spine. You're really feeling those shoulders. You're really working the arms. And you keep the neck nice and long in the same line of the spine. And the more you squeeze the forearm, the more you're going to feel the movement here into the shoulder joints. So try to, of course, always do what feels right to you today. So listen to your own body. Squeeze the glutes a bit more if you notice that you're arching the back. So we kind of feel the pelvic floor and the core activating to support the movement happening into the arms. Give me 2 more, everyone. Breathing out. 1 more. Exhale. Let's start to change the movement. Can you move the arms forward? Can you rotate the palms of the hands in? And we're going to move one arm on top of the other, and we rotate here. Palms of the hands and forearm just squeezing the ball. Squeezing the ball. Squeeze. Squeeze. We have a little pause. Squeeze, squeeze, rotate. Pause in, rotate. Pause in, rotate. Pause in, we go for 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Bend the elbows. Now you're going to notice that the palms of the hands are facing in, so we can just squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball. Palms of the hands facing in, long fingertips for 8, 7, 6, squeeze, 5, squeeze, 4, squeeze, 3, last 2, last 1. Send the ball forward, move down. Let's move the fingertips towards the mat. The tailbone is lengthening. We're not arching the spine. We're still into a flat back. I'm going to ask you to move the ball in between the hands these times rather than the forearms. Exhale. Send the ball away from the crown of the head. Inhale, lower. Press the ball, lift. Inhale, lower. Breathe out, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Keep pressing the ball. Glide the shoulders away here from the ears. Really keep the rib cage down to the hips, so that we are really zipping in from the center rather than letting the belly drop to the floor. Give me 4 more. Really squeeze the ball with your hands. Keep the elbows long for 2 more. Inhale. Last one, hold it. We're going to take pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Exhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Beautiful. Move the ball under the right hand and start to move here into a flat back. I'm just going to shuffle the knees under the hips, and the right arm is going to lengthen to the front edge of the mat. Now from here, let's be quite careful too. The shoulders, first of all, because we're not sinking, we're leveling the hip with the shoulders up, and the hips are not moving right or left. Can you extend your left leg back so you have the left foot back and your right hand to the front? And just roll the ball forward, bending the left elbow towards the left side of the rib cage. Breathing out, we roll the ball in. So inhale, roll the ball forward and away, keeping the hips still. Exhaling, we roll. Inhaling, reach. Exhale, resist. Inhale. Exhale. We add on. Breathing in, we lift the left leg while the right arm reaches. Exhale, move back in. We have 4. Inhale. Really using those arms, those triceps. Inhale, 3. Exhale, push. Inhale, 2. Breathe out, push. Inhale, 1. Breathe out, push. Let's move into pulses. Reach the right hand away. We pulse the left leg up and down an inch, up, down an inch. Keeping the hips always leveled. Belly in, long elbow, long knee. Squeeze the glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return back, grab your ball, lift your ball off the ground. Superman. Inhale, open the right hand and the left foot in a diagonal. Exhale, close everything. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 1 more, open, 1 more, close. Inhale, stay and hold. We pulse up and down. So we pulse the right hand and the left foot in a diagonal, so to the corners of your mat. Try to keep your shoulders and your hips squared and your long spine there so we don't sink the belly. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, release, and roll the ball back in. Beautiful job. Take a child pose so we can take a stretch. Maybe rock side to side through your hips. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Unroll the spine. And we move to the second side. So starting to move the right hand under the shoulder, left hand to the front edge, opposite foot moving to the back, and we don't drop the belly down. We always scoop the belly. Let's go. Right elbow wraps in. So we bend the right elbow, we lengthen the left arm away, and then we return back to the starting position. Let's only get started from the arm. So think about those shoulders moving down and up at the same time. Inhale to roll the ball forward. Exhale to roll it back in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, keep the belly engaged. Exhale. And I really want you to keep those shoulders moving down at the same level so that you're really working those arms. Let's add on. Lift the right leg when you reach the ball. Exhale, return. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, return. 6 more, breathe in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhaling. Breathing in. And breath out. Only 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, breath in. Out. We stay into that reach. We pause the right leg up, down, up, down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's move back. Lift the ball, breathe out. Open the right leg, the left arm, exhale, back to center. Keep scooping the belly to the spine and give me 2 more. Only 2 more, then we pause. And now we are at the end. Inhale, open. Exhale. Let's move into the diagonal. Think about hips still, shoulders still. We pause up and down, up, down. Only for 7. Up, 6. Up, 5. Up, 4. Breathe out. 3. Out. 2. Out. 1. Everything back to center. Very well done, everyone. Release from here into a child pose again. Relax the arms. Take a couple of breaths. Stretch the arms to the mat lines. And take an inhale. Breathe out, release. Inhale, breathe again. And breathe out, let go. Very nice, everyone. I hope you felt your legs, your glutes, and your arms. So the first part of the sequence today was more for shoulders and arms. So let's just now pay a bit more attention to our core. I'm going to ask you to come to sit down at the front of your mat. And we're going to place the ball here where the lower back is. So let's just start to round back into a C curve, reaching the arms forward, rolling the shoulders back. Can you start to widen the arms, exhaling, and then back to center, we breathe in. So breathing out, think about pressing the lower back against the ball. So that I want you to kind of tuck the tailbone under. Exactly what we usually do in our regular C curves here from seated. Today you only have the ball, so it can give you a physical feedback if you really wake up your lower abs. But I want you to keep everything still, so nothing is moving into the legs. And we're not rolling side to side on the ball either. You only have 2 more. Remember to make the movement smaller if you need less intensity. Let's go for last one. Breathing out. Inhale. Now let's move the right arm up and the left hand down, so then we can swap into scissor arms. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Move your arms forward, taking in high. Exhale. I'm going to ask you to all the way up. We're going to unroll off the ball. We're going to come to seated. We're going to take an inhale to return to a long spine. And the ball, instead of being in the lower back, is going to move higher towards the shoulders. So we're going to place the ball in the middle of the scapulas, in the middle of the shoulder blades. We're going to round the spine into a C curve as we just did until we roll on top of the ball, and you're going to feel here that you can feel the support more into the top of the spine rather than into the low part of the back. Interlace the hands, place the hand behind the head, and take an inhale here to open the elbows and move the head back into the hands. Exhale, curl your torso up from here, everyone. Inhaling, open through the chest. Exhale, rib cage to hips connection. Inhale, we release. Exhale, we curl up. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl up. Let's move the right and the left leg in tabletop. Inhale, let's do exactly the same. Exhale, curl the torso up. Try to don't roll the ball. Inhale, long spine, head melting. Exhale, curl up and balance on the ball. Breathing in on the opening of the chest. Breathing out. Activate your core. Inhale, you should really feel a deep activation of the transversal muscles here. So your TBI should really be on fire. So your core, your belly, the top part of it. Inhale, release. Exhale, let's add on. Can you curl up and can you extend your right leg long? Now, instead of rolling side to side, I'm going to ask you to curl a little higher. And we're going to take pulses up and down. Almost like if you want to come off the ball for 8, up, for 7, up, for 6, up, for 5, up, for 4, breathe out, 3, exhale, 2, breathe out, single leg stretch. So knees in and swap, breathe out, knees in, exhale, swap. Try to keep your ball still, everyone. So try to curl off the ball and try to release your core, your abdominal wall to really keep everything still, hip still. Only the legs swapping for 6, swap for 5. Elbows always in your peripheral view. Give me 4. Breathe out, 3. Exhale, 2. Let's move. Knees in. We're going to swap opposite elbow to knee and we twist the torso. Exhale, twist, exhale. And the ball doesn't roll side to side. It is your chest, your thoracic spine that moves toward a diagonal. Give me 5 more. Try to stretch the leg that goes forward and is long. 3. Swap 2. Swap 1. Well done. Taking in high, release your head back. Exhale, curl up. Inhale back. Second side. Exhale, engage. And inhale, release. Keeping these knees always on top of the hips. Only 3 to go. Deep breath out. 2 more. Really feel that core starting to burn. Give me a last one. Breathing in. Exhale. Left leg long, ready to pulse. So the legs are still. We curl up and back. Up, down. Only through the top of the core. Only 5. And then we're done. 4. Pulse up. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 1. And then knees in. Release. Beautiful. Feet down. Head back. Take a stretch, moving the arms to a T shape or above the head. And if you want to lengthen your legs, that's as well an option. But feel free to just do what feels right for your back. In order not to feel the lower back kind of painful or just straining, make sure you're always lengthening here. So just try to maybe have a little bit of a gentle squeeze so we can just avoid any deep extension through the lower back. Whenever you're ready, ground your feet down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, curl your torso up. Circle the arms forward, round your spine and roll. And let's come to seated. Beautiful job. Let's change the position of the ball once more. So we're going to move the ball under the right leg. We're going to roll back onto the back so we can focus a bit onto our glutes. Let's just lift the right leg in tabletop and simply just squeeze here the right calf against the right thigh. Arms are going to be by the side of the body. We try to flex the right foot or point the right toes, whatever feels right for your ankle. We're going to squeeze the glutes and move into a single leg shoulder bridge. Try to keep the hips aligned. Inhale, we lower bone by bone. And again, exhale, press the arms down, lift the hips up. Inhale, lower with control for 6. Breathing out. Inhale down for 5. Deep breath out. Inhale for 3. Exhaling out. Inhale 2. Breathing out. Inhale 1. Lift your hips to hold them up, everyone. We're going to start to go into a toes tap. So right toes tap, right knee comes back in. So we have a toes tap down and knee up. Breathe out, breathe in. For 6, keep those arms pushing down against the ground. 5, keep those hips nice and leveled. 4, exhale, squeeze the ball. 3, exhale, give me 2 more, and now we move into pulses. Last one. Hold the leg up, pulse the hips up, and down. For 6 more. 5, exhale 4, exhale 3, exhale 2, exhale 1. Take an inhale, hold it, deep breath in, you stay, you confirm, you squeeze the glutes a bit more. Exhale, you release the hips down, bone by bone, and we release the ball off the right leg. We change the position of the ball now, and we're going to move the ball under the feet. So I'm going to ask you to just move the ball under both feet. Take an inhale, return to your same position. Flex your feet, heels down, toes up. You're going to find out that the ball is quite unstable, so I'm going to ask you to try to stay as still as we can in the feet. We're going to squeeze the glutes. I'm going to lift the hips up. You're going to start to notice the ball rolling. Take an inhale at the top. Exhale, release the hips down, bone by bone. And we go again. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, squeeze the ball, squeeze the glutes, press the ball, lift the hips, hold at the top, breath in. Exhale, lower down with control. Ooh, and we have 5. Press the ball down. Really feel the back of your legs, working hard. And then articulate all the way down, bone by bone, until you find your neutral spine. Keep your knees quite still, quite tight, quite glued. And only give me last 2 like these, everyone. Breathing in. Exhale, lift at the top. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. And we just take last one. Inhale. Exhale up. We're going to stay now at the top. I'm going to ask you to roll the ball away, stretching the legs, pointing the toes. Your hips are up. Flex the feet and then press the ball with the ankle joints. So we press, we lengthen, we bend the knees, we keep the hips up. Flex and send, roll back in. One more. Flex, send, roll, and back. Hips up, taking it high, lift the hips a little bit higher. Exhale, articulate everything down. Whoa, you should have felt the back of these thighs. Let's move the ball at the back of the left leg. Flex the left foot or point the left toes and ground your arms second side. You have it, as that's the end. Squeeze the glutes, guys. Breathe out, lift the hips and inhale, lower with control. Exhale, I can feel the back of my hamstrings really on fire. Breathing out when the hips move up, press through the right foot. Inhale, lower with control. We have only 4. You have it. Stay with me. Exhale at the top. Push the arms. Allow the body to have that extra support through the arms and shoulders. Squeeze the glutes. Don't allow the lower back to take the pressure for you. Make sure it's your legs, it's your thighs, your glutes muscles, your core. Give me last one. We stay at the top, breathing out. Ready for toes tap. Left toes tap down, left knee march up. Toes down, knee up. Exhale, inhale up. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Let's pulse those hips down and up for 8. Is the end. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Big breath in. Release. Big breath out. And well done, everyone. Release the ball from the legs. Drop your knees to the sides. Open the arms to a T shape. Well-deserved stretch. Well-deserved breather. We take a figure of 4 stretch. So because today you have the ball, feel free to rest the ball behind the back of your head if you want to. And bend your right knee. So your right foot is going to just rest on top of the left thigh. If you want to stay with your left foot down, otherwise we just move into a figure of 4 with legs in tabletop. Deep, big breath in, deep stretch. Exhale, try to relax the shoulders. Maybe invite the left leg to come a little bit closer, but you're always turning the right knee out towards the front edge of the mat. Inhale again. Exhale, release. Give me one more breath. Breathing out. Return the left foot down and extend your right leg up. So we can just take a stretch for the hamstrings. You're going to move the hands where it feels comfortable to you. And we're going to point and flex the right foot, always relaxing the shoulders quite down and away from the ears. Make sure you're not tucking the tailbone under. You want to relax your head and relax your hips. And then you're going to melt the legs down and change left foot on top of the right thigh or hands behind the right leg. And we stay, we breathe, we notice the body, how it feels here into the stretch. Take an inhale. Exhale, turn the left knee a little bit further out if you want a bit more. And slowly, slowly, let's release the foot down. Let's lengthen the left leg this time. Hands behind the thigh, knee or calf, ankle, whatever feels okay. And we just flex and point that left foot again. Just to give a bit of mobility to the ankle joint while we release and we open up through the back of the leg. Release here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, relax the feet. Remove the ball from the back of your head and just drop the knees side to side, trying to move the gaze away from your legs. So if your knees are dropping to the right, we look towards the left. And if the knees are dropping to the left, we look towards the right side. Feel free to make the feet quite wide, so maybe as the mat distance apart would be nice, so that you can really relax the hips. And we just take last one for each side. Before we start to squeeze the knees to the chest, we give the legs a big hug so we can take a very gentle rock side to side, massaging the lower back, noticing how we feel with the long spine against the mat. And then bring the hands behind the thighs and curl your torso up so you can just come slowly back to a seated position. Cross your legs, interlace the hands to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, relax the shoulders. C-curve your back. Glide the shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale, open up the chest, lengthen the arms. One more. Exhale, round the spine. Belly bottom in, C-curve. Inhale, arms up. And give me last one. Breathing out. Round the back. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Big circle back and down. And a shoulder roll. Breathing in, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing again this Pilates flow and just spending your time, your energy, just following me in this video. I'm really, really happy. If you didn't yet, please just subscribe to my channel. That would be really helpful. And of course, I'm going to see you here next week with another Pilates flow. If you got to this point, don't forget to drop a comment. Maybe just let me know how you felt after this workout. And if you liked it or not, to just use the ball and have something different. Thank you so much again, and I'm going to see you here next week for the next Pilates session together.